Hello, my name is Miss Jones. I teach elementary school math, and welcome to my channel, Miss Math Jones. Today, we're working on our third grade Eureka Module 4, Lesson 9 homework. The objective for the homework is to solve word problems involving area. Number 1 says, a square calendar has sides that are 9 inches long. What is the calendar's area? Well, notice I've underlined the words a square. And I want you to remember something. All sides of a square are always the same length. So, as far as this question is concerned, if one side is 9 inches long, then that means all sides are 9 inches long. Let's go ahead and draw a square. All right. Now, once you've drawn your square, go ahead and label your sides. Now, remember, I said that in a square, all of the sides are the same length. So that means that if the length is 9 inches, then the width would be 9 inches. So let's go ahead and label a 9-inch length and a 9-inch width. Make sure you have your length and your width labeled on your square. Now, we're trying to find the area. Area is length times width. So in the middle of the square, you can write the word area and then write the equation, which would be 9 times 9. Now, if you don't know what 9 times 9 is, that's okay. You can create a ratio table to figure it out. So here we have our ratio table, and let's go ahead and get that filled in. Don't forget to write your little marks so that you can count by nines, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now that we have this side filled in, and we're only going to 9 because we're wanting to know the answer to 9 times 9. Now we can go ahead and fill in the output or the answers. So let's go. 1 times 9 is 9. 2 times 9 is 18. 3 times 9 is 27. 4 times 9 is 36. 5 times 9 is 45. 6 times 9 is 54. 7 times 9 is 63. 8 times 9 is 72. And 9 times 9 is 81. So that means that the area of this calendar is 81. Now, go ahead and make sure to pause your video so that you can write everything down. If you had to go through using your ratio table to figure out what 9 times 9 is, I would suggest you write your ratio table down as well, just for practice. So go ahead and pause your video now. Now let's take a look at number 2. Number 2 says each square is 1 square unit. Sienna uses the same square units to draw a 6 by 2 rectangle and says that it has the same area as the rectangle below. Is she correct? Explain why or why not. Well, first, let's go ahead and start by drawing Sienna's rectangle. So we're going to just draw a rectangle. And we're going to label the length 6 and the width 2. So the length is 6 and the width is 2. Now we need to figure out the area for Sienna's rectangle. And remember, area is length times width. So you could either write it as 2 times 6 or 6 times 2. And what's the answer to 2 times 6 or 6 times 2? That's right. 12. So now we've drawn Sienna's rectangle and we've solved for the area. Now, it says that Sienna uses the same square units to draw a 6x2 rectangle and says that it's the same area as the rectangle below. So we've figured out the area for Sienna's rectangle. Now we need to figure out the area for the rectangle that's on the page already. So let's see. The length of this rectangle is 4 units. It's 4 units long. And if we count the width of this rectangle, it's 3 units. So again, the area formula is length times width. So for this one, the equation would be 4 times 3. And what's 4 times 3? That's right, 12. So the area for the rectangle that's already on the paper is 12. And the area of Sienna's rectangle is also 12. And Sienna said that they have the same area. So is she correct? Yes, she is correct. The area of Sienna's rectangle is 12, and the area of the rectangle already on the page is 12. They have the same area. Now, you may want to go ahead and pause your video to make sure that your paper looks like mine, or just to check your work. Now let's take a look at number 3. Number 3 says the surface of an office desk has an area of 15 square feet. Its length is 5 feet. How wide is the office desk? Okay, well, let's draw a model to figure it out. So first, I'm going to draw a rectangle. This rectangle represents the desk. Now, what information did they give us? That's right, they gave us the area, and the area is 15 feet, right? Now, they also gave us the length, which is 5 feet. So right now, I have 5 times my missing width equals 15. Well, we should know what that is. 5 times something equals 15. 5 times what equals 15? 3. If you said 3, you're absolutely correct. So 3 is our missing width. So the answer to this question is the desk is 3 feet wide. This was an easy one. Now, if you need to pause the video to go ahead and write your notes down, go ahead and do so now. Or if you need to pause the video just to check your work so far, go ahead and pause the video at this time. Here we are at number 4. Now, number 4 says a rectangular garden has a total area of 48 square yards. Draw and label 2 possible rectangular gardens with different side lengths that have the same area. Now, with any word problems, I like to draw models just so that I can look at what I'm reading about if they don't give me pictures. So it says that a rectangular garden has a total area of 48 square yards. So I'm going to draw a rectangular garden and I'm going to label it. Area is 48. Okay, so I need to keep in my mind that I need 2 more gardens because it says draw 2 more possible rectangular gardens with different side lengths but the same area. So it doesn't matter about the side lengths as long as they're different, and the area has to be 48. So let's go with my first rectangle. Well, thinking about the factors of 48, I'm going to start with 1. And I know that I can multiply 1 times 48, and that will give me 48. So my first rectangle is going to have a length of 1 and a width of 48. So the area for this rectangle is going to equal 1 times 48, which is 48. Now let's look at possible rectangle number 2. All right, so I started with my factor of 1. 1 times 48 equals 48. And so now I'm going to work on my possible rectangle number 2. Let's draw that in. All right, so 24 times 2 is 48 also. So now I have my second rectangle. 24 is the length, 2 is the width, and the area is still 48. So I have my 2 possible rectangular gardens with different side lengths that have the same area. Now, it's okay if you drew 2 completely different rectangular gardens. As long as the area was 48 when you multiplied the length and the width, then that's fine. Now, if you want to go ahead and pause your video to make sure that your models look like mine, go ahead and do so now. Now let's take a look at the last question of our homework. Question number 5. It says, Lila makes the pattern below. Find and explain her pattern, then draw the 5th figure in her pattern. Okay, well, let's look at the first one. It's 2 units. All right, and the second one is 4 units. And the third one is 6 units. Well, 2, 4, 6. So I notice that her pattern is increasing by 2, which means when I go to draw the 4th figure, because I have to draw the 4th figure to get to the 5th figure, then I just need to add 2 more. So 2, 4, 6. So that means that the 4th figure should have 8 units. So I'm going to draw 2, 4, 6, 8. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on the 5th figure. Again, it's increasing by 2. So that means that this time I should have 10 units. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, I've completed the 5th figure. Now, if you need to go ahead and pause the video to make sure that you have the figures drawn correctly, go ahead and do so now. Congratulations! Lesson 9 homework is now complete. I hope this video helped, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you next time. Bye.